we'll see what the Pokemon... Oh, hey!
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, it's in the top left and right, each player's teams.
So we're watching Kunal, Kanodia versus Jeremy Gross. Kunal is running Dusclops, Togekiss, Araquanid, Excadrill, Dragapult, Arcanine. Jeremy has Dragapult, Excadrill, Togekiss, Arcanine, Rotom C, and what is that?
That is Hitmontop.
Hitmontop. I don't know what turn we're on. I just see a Dusclops. It's hurt. Togekiss.
This is turn 2?
Or Trick Room is up, allegedly.
Yeah. So we do have Trick Room up thanks to, most likely, to Dusclops. We're going to see Araquanid come in here as Jeremy is going to withdraw his Togekiss. Going to go into the Arcanine. Going to get an Intimidate off onto that Araquanid. So limiting the damage output. But, Liquidation with Water Bubble still definitely going to hurt Arcanine.
And it could possibly be special. We don't actually know that.
That is true. That is true. But Dragapult just going to go for Protect here. Going to shield itself from some damage from this Dusclops potentially. Or a Burn. Burn is also a thing that Dragapult likely has to watch out for if it is a physical variant. So we're likely going to see that thing switch out in this next turn.
Yeah. Again, my apologies for not catching the original turn, so not super sure about the status of the game, but we do know that Kunal has 2 turns of Trick Room left in order to put out damage with the Araquanid. Most likely able to put out good damage against most of Jeremy's team except for the Dragapult and the Rotom C. The Excadrill, the Arcanine, the Hitmontop, and the Togekiss would all take a lot of damage from the liquidations. Dusclops doesn't have too much pressure on its own, and can't really do too much to Jeremy's team, but Jeremy opts to switch out Dragapult, not wanting to take any damage going into the Togekiss.
Yeah, but we're going to see the Dynamax come out. This is likely going to be the Araquanid here, so a Max Geyser going into the Arcanine means the Rain will be set up here. Although, of course, Kunal only has 2 turns of Trick Room left.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been doing a whole lot.
As far as we can tell.
Yeah, as far as we know, that there hasn't been a whole lot of mileage gotten out of these Trick Room turns. But hopefully, Araquanid, even with the Intimidate, maybe going to be able to put in some work here. We're actually going to see the Dynamax come out on Jeremy's side. This is going to be the Arcanine Dynamaxing. So, even if -1, if Arcanine wasn't able to take a
-1 Max Vortex before, it's definitely doing it now.
It's definitely going to take it now. So, maybe if this Arcanine is running any sort of offensive coverage, a Max Lightning here maybe into this Araquanid could do a significant amount. But actually, we're going to see. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was a Rock Tomb. That was a Rock Tomb coming out from Dusclops.
Oh, Dusclops.
So Rock Tomb.
Okay.
Going to come out from the Dusclops. Going to activate the weakness policy here on the Araquanid, and Max Geyser coming out. Now going to be either +1 or +2. We still don't know if this. Well, it doesn't. Well, we
and
don't
the
know
Arcanine is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gonna go straight down. We still don't know if it's physical or
Goodbye.
special yet. We still don't know if this Araquanid is physical or special yet. So let's not.
I just know the Arcanine exploded. That's our first Dynamax knockout on stream today.
Yeah, we're just gonna see the Arcanine just drop. Yeah. So remember all that stuff we were saying about Arcanine living a Max Geyser? Yeah.
And
let's just
Kunal not
completely
doing
scratch.
anything?
Yeah, let's just
No.
completely scratch that from the record. That was completely wrong. We apologize for that. But Araquanid is here. Araquanid is in.
Kunal going for the side Rock Tomb also makes the Araquanid slower. That's not too relevant against most of Jeremy's team, but it would make it so the Araquanid would underspeed something like a Rhyperior or a Snorlax at -1. Kunal still has 2 turns of his... That was awesome. 2 turns of his Dynamax left. Jeremy just lost his without getting to get any mileage out of it, which is not what you want to see. There's 1 more turn of Trick Room, I believe, and this a +1 Araquanid in the rain with a Max Vortex seems like it's going to hurt the Togekiss, I believe. Just hear me out. I think it's getting smacked.
I think it's going to definitely take a lot of damage this turn. Because
yeah.
Water Bubble in the rain coming from Araquanid, which is at +1 or 2, depends on which stat. We still don't know yet.
Yeah.
But Max Geyser here going into that Togekiss thanks to the Follow Me. This is just going to... It's deleted.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Something
it's
to note is that
gone.
Dusclops went before the Araquanid, even at -1 speed. I don't know what Dusclops' base speed is, if I'm being honest.
I want to say it's like 30. I want to say it's really slow.
I'm pretty sure it was 30, but I could be wrong.
Araquanid's still kind of fast.
Araquanid's 42.
Yeah, so it's not. It's a little bit faster.
But that is telling. Dragapult went for the whatever that move is, Phantom Force. So nothing on Jeremy's side of the field is getting nothing on Kunal's side of the field is that matters is getting knocked out this turn. The Dusclops might die, but I don't think Kunal cares anymore because
Yeah, Dragapult is Dragapult Phantom Force going to go into the Dusclops, cleanly pick up the knockout here. But since you're diverting attention away from Dusclops, you're not handling the Araquanid, and Araquanid is going to be making use of all 3 of its Dynamax turns here. Going to be able to fire
on each turn.
Another Max Geyser here, rain boosted in with Water Bubble with the boost from Weakness Policy. Going to go into Dragapult. Yeah, that's just going to resisted hit does not matter to Araquanid.
Araquanid right now is looking like one of those spiders you'll only find in Australia. It's just getting huge and taking kills every single turn of the game.
Every single one of Jeremy's Pokemon is in the web, and Araquanid is just slowly crawling towards either one and just eating all of them.
So Jeremy's down to his last Pokemon, a Life Orb Dragapult against 3 of Kunal's. I think it's safe to say that Kunal can take it with single target attacks into the Dragapult, regardless of what the Dragapult does, and it's going to be important to see what Jeremy's mix-ups are going into games 2 and potentially game 3. He has to be much more wary of the Rock Tomb from the Dusclops going into the Araquanid. Jeremy might possibly want to redirect the Rock Tomb with the Togekiss, so try to be more aggressive with the Togekiss to keep that on the field to prevent this sort of massacre from occurring. 4 kills for the Araquanid.
Well,
oh
now it's
man,
yeah. So
3 kills,
3 and like 99%.
3.99 kills for the Araquanid.
An interesting thing we saw that turn is that Arcanine is actually faster than the Excadrill, so Kunal potentially running a speedy Arcanine. Well, Arcanine outspeeds Excadrill naturally, but it likely indicates that this Arcanine does have some speed on it.
Oh my goodness, Kunal found that Araquanid down under, and he takes a clean game 1 victory. We said that he didn't get much out of his Trick Room turns. Let me set them up real quick, guys. Stop. Don't play. You got it.
Yeah, that is our in-between match, in-between entertainment. Okay, so guys, now the Elgato, to confirm, the Elgato is not broken. We are simply taking the Switch out of the dock, going into spectator mode, and going to be queuing up for game 2 here. This is kind of the way we have to do it, because I guess staffing, I don't know really, because we don't have a monitor connected to the Switch. If we had a monitor connected to the Switch, it would make this so much easier, but we just have to take the Switch out of the dock in order to connect them and then just put it back in. So we're gonna okay, so it looks like we're ready to start here. Rajan is on his way back. He is back.
I am going to be getting my steps in today. My friends in the chat, I'm getting my steps in today.
Okay, so now we actually have team preview this time. So we're going to see from Kunal, we have Dusclops, Togekiss, Araquanid, Excadrill, Dragapult, and Arcanine. And then from Jeremy's side, we have Dragapult, Excadrill, Togekiss, Arcanine, Rotom, and Hitmontop.
Yeah, so I think that Kunal, I'm just going to go out on we saw Liquidation, right? So we know it's physical
we
Spider.
confirm it's physical.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Jeremy didn't like that.
No, absolutely not. I think Togekiss, like you said, is going to be an integral piece of Jeremy's game plan this turn, because not only can he potentially redirect some attacks coming out from the Araquanid, but also he can potentially redirect that Rock Tomb, so it can prevent Araquanid from getting that weakness policy boost.
I think that Jeremy might emphasize maxing the Dragapult instead of the Arcanine this game, because as we just saw, it just got murked, right? Like, it just left the building. Excadrill, it's important to know whether the Excadrill has a rock move.
Right.
If it has a rock move, that's also a max target, but that would also proc the weakness policy in the Araquanid, so that's super risky. So I think Jeremy has the tools to adjust for what happened, but I think he doesn't want to prioritize the Togekiss and the Dragapult or his Water Resist with the Rotom Cut.
Yeah, so we're going to see Jeremy lead off with the Rotom and the Dragapult, while Kunal is going to go for the Dragapult and Togekiss. Dragapult and Togekiss, a classic combination in this format. Togekiss plus anything is really a fantastic lead in this format. Potentially getting some Follow Me and some potentially Dragon Dances, or just, firing off attacks straight off the gate. Meanwhile, Jeremy just going straight for the offense here. Rotom threatening that Will-O-Wisp, but not really going to be able to get that Will-O-Wisp or potentially Phantom Force into that Dragapult thanks to the Togekiss's Follow Me pressure.
So anything, it's useful to note that while Kunal did enjoy having his Araquanid get maxed last game, it's not necessary. It's still a very strong Pokemon with the weakness policy, and most of Jeremy's Pokemon are going to be taking a lot of damage from the from Liquidation anyways. So Kunal does have the option, if he so pleases, to max the Dragapult and then still have a strong endgame with the Araquanid Dusclops. The Volt Switch goes into Togekiss doing 1,000,000, but that's a critical hit. Phantom Force in the Dragapult could still get redirected because the Dragapult on Kunal's side of the field went for a Dragon Dance. It is faster than Jeremy's Dragapult, so Jeremy's Dragapult is safe from the Phantom Force. So, but now both players have Togekisses trying to redirect damage. I think Kunal might be inclined to max this turn or be really heavily thinking about it in order to make sure he gets the knockout on the Togekiss.
Right, because he does have to get rid of this Togekiss immediately if he's going to start trying to take care of Jeremy's Dragapult. Because even though Jeremy's Dragapult isn't boosted, they're still threatening each other equally at this point. But we're going to see the Dynamax come out from Dragapult here.
On the side of the field.
Yeah, so this it is going to move first because we do see the Dragon Dance confirmed. But that, however, like you said, does leave it still vulnerable to Jeremy's Phantom Force, or if he decides to go for it. But instead, we're going to see the Dynamax. Is this going to be Togekiss? It is going to be Togekiss.
So that's a smart play on Jeremy's side of the field. He wasn't able to Dynamax the Dragapult because it was locked in the Phantom Force. Togekiss getting the Dragon Dance off, or excuse me, the Dynamax off means it probably lives the +1 Max Phantasm and is able to get a Max Starfall into the Dragapult. Shouldn't knock it out. We see a Helping Hand. Oh my goodness! I think that
this might change. It's Max Steel Spike.
Oh, that's not great.
So,
if that's a Babiri Berry, that's silly.
Oh well, it's not. It's
not a Babiri Berry. It's just dead.
Yeah, Togekiss just gets deleted from the field immediately. So we were anticipating that Togekiss Dynamaxing was going to be beneficial for Jeremy here, but not only does Kunal reveal Helping Hand on his Togekiss, but it also reveals a Max Steel Spike, which indicates that this Dragapult is carrying a Steel-type move, most likely Iron.
Steel Wing. Iron Head.
Oh, it doesn't get Iron Head or Iron Tail. What about Iron
it's
Tail?
Useless.
Yeah, okay.
It's Steel Wing is the one that you tend to see because of the defense boost on the Dragapult. It was able to take a Life Orb Phantom Force, and Togekiss did not feel the need to go for a Follow Me on that turn because he wanted to get the defense boost on the Dragapult to eat the Phantom Force. And now the Dragapult on Kunal's side of the field is in a commanding spot. Now that the Togekiss is still around to redirect an attack, he can get a huge Max Phantasm out. Jeremy's had 2 games in a row where he's Dynamax and died.
Yeah. Jeremy's, both of his Dynamax attempts have just been
nothing.
Yeah,
they've
absolutely
done literally nothing.
But we're going to see Follow Me come out from the Togekiss here. Going to be redirecting any potential damage from the Dragapult or the Rotom. Max Phantasm, I'm going to go into this Rotom. This is probably just going to...
Yeah, it's gone.
Absolutely gone.
Oh my goodness. Kunal is
Critical hit.
It did not
Probably
matter.
did not matter at this point. Dragapult is nice and powerful right now. Dragon Dart's going to go into Togekiss, not going to affect it at all. Thanks to the fairy typing, and
yeah,
Kunal.
Dragapult. I thought Dragon Dart's redirected.
I guess it doesn't redirect if the first hit doesn't.
No, it super does. It's not supposed to hit the. Oh wait, Follow Me still does it.
Yeah, Follow Me. Yeah,
I know. I hate that move. That move makes no sense.
Dragon
Darts for the viewers at home is the move that redirects itself magically without you thinking about it, and I don't really understand why or what its mechanics are. So.
Not going to come into play that turn, but Arcanine. Speaking of things not coming into play this turn, Arcanine just switched in. Intimidate coming out here onto both Pokemon, but not going to affect Dragapult because obviously Clear Body.
And that seems like a forfeit. Yep.
Yeah, it seems like a forfeit from Jeremy. And Kunal just going to take this in a clean 2-0.
Yeah, Kunal was showing that game the value of using your Dynamax well, taking KOs that they don't expect. Both games